Hey guys, my name is Matumio, and today I have to confess that I suck at console shooters. You guys probably know by now that I am a PC gamer through and through. The last console that I owned was a PlayStation 2, and even back then I wasn't playing shooters. I was playing stuff like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. And so when I learned about Destiny, and I learned about the upcoming title from Bungie, I was intrigued by the prospect. I thought that it had a lot of potential, but the fact that they weren't going to be doing anything to accommodate the PC crowd, and they weren't going to bring it to the PC platform, I was disappointed by that, and really, I lost all interest in the game at that very notion. And what it came down to isn't that I hate console gaming by any means, it's just that I'm atrocious with a controller. Like, if you give me a target in Battlefield, you say, go kill that guy that's out in the open 20 meters away with a mouse and keyboard. I'll be like, yeah, that's easy. I'll kill him in half a second. Absolutely no problem. You tell me to kill that same target using a controller on the PlayStation 4, I'm gonna be fumbling around for a good 4 to 5 seconds just to get my cursor over him. It's gonna feel like a wet noodle in my hands, and then it's gonna take me another couple of seconds to manage the recoil and be consistent with my shots. The entire endeavor is gonna take me a good while, and I just knew that that was gonna happen when I picked up a PlayStation 4 or when I tried to use a controller. But after a lot of convincing from my friends, a lot of them saying that the alpha was great, the beta was even better, and they cannot wait for the release of Destiny, I was like, okay guys, I'll give it a try. You must know that I'm gonna suck. Like, this is going to be atrocious. You must know when you group up with me, you're gonna have to carry my sorry ass to the finish. I'll give it a go and we'll see how things work. And for the first 20 hours, that's exactly what happened. I had no idea what I was doing. Like, every once in a while, I would have these little streaks where I was able to get a couple of headshots back to back, and I was giddy like a little schoolgirl. But for the most part, it was just me kind of flailing around, shooting things with my automatic weapon, and slowly starting to learn how to use the controller. Where things got interesting, though, and was a huge reality check, and I realized that I had a lot more work to go through, was when I jumped into player versus player combat. I have to give a tip of my hat to anyone out there that wields one of these things with precision and finesse. Like, there were so many moments when I would round a corner, my enemy and I would see each other at the same time, we would both start to fire at the same time, but I would be down on the ground a half a second later because they were getting a headshot after headshot, and I would be getting only a couple body shots here and there, and maybe, just maybe if I was lucky, did about half of their health. That happened almost every single engagement. I quickly developed a healthy respect and admiration for these players, because even now, even after I've spent a crazy amount of hours in Destiny, and I think I have a better grasp on the controllers, there's still these moments when I come across players where they are leagues and miles ahead of me with the precision of their controller. Like, there is just nothing I can do when I get into a firefight with them. Like, maybe if I get lucky, maybe if I'm able to get a nice flank off, I can win those firefights against them. But if it's fair and we start at the same time, I'm gonna be down on the ground like 99% of the time. It is crazy and incredible how accurate some of these guys are. But with all that being said, I can't get enough of Destiny's player versus player. Like, sure, I feel like a fish out of water. Sure, I have no idea what I'm doing half of the time. But when I'm able to just get a couple of kills, and especially when I can go on a kill streak and I get 5 kills back to back, and that little icon or that little medal pops up on my screen telling me that I'm a little badass, it's awesome. Like, I seriously cannot get enough of this game. And while it's not flawless, like, there is a serious issue with netcode where you constantly trade. Even when you trade, I don't even mind as much in this game. I don't even know why, simply because the enjoyment factor is set at such a high bar, and I think it just really speaks volumes for the title overall. One thing that I've been trying to do more is placing myself in uncomfortable circumstances or using guns that I'm just not used to. So I noticed that the sniper rifles in this game are very reminiscent of the Halo counterpart. They have the same type of feel. They even have like the same reticle, like very similar to that game, and they're also just as powerful. Like, if you're able to get good with a sniper rifle, you can pull off just some ridiculous moves. I was getting taken out by people that we even were playing on close quarter maps. I was like, I want to do that. I want to be that amazing. And so for the first couple of hours, and I would even say right now, I'm still not comfortable with it. I felt like I was using a wet noodle. Like, it's just kind of slopped around in my hands. It was going every which way. But now, finally, after many, many hours of practice and forcing myself into an uncomfortable situation, it's now becoming at least somewhat comfortable, and I'm able to pull off some pretty impressive maneuvers. Like, the first time I was in a situation where I killed at least a couple of people with my assault rifle, realized a person was about to round the corner, switching over to my sniper rifle and one-shotted him right in the dome. Oh my god, did I feel amazing. I felt like I was just a god. And while I knew it was probably all luck at that point, just being able to pull off those maneuvers simply because I forced myself to get comfortable with a weapon that I just was atrocious with was extremely satisfying. I've now been trying to do this with all of the weapons in the game. Like, I still am not comfortable with the sniper rifle. It's still gonna have plenty of practice with that. But I'm like, okay, I can't use a pulse rifle or a semi-automatic weapon to save my life. Let's give that a go. I know it's gonna be bad. I know I'm gonna die a lot, but that's okay because I know in the end I'm gonna get more comfortable. It's gonna make me a better shooter on the consoles using the controller, and it's just gonna be a very satisfying journey overall. And so if you can't tell, I am loving the fact that I picked up my PlayStation 4. And it's not just because of Destiny. That's one facet, or that's one of the many reasons, but it's also because I can play all of these great PlayStation 4 exclusives. I've been playing The Last of Us. I cannot wait for Bloodborne. Oh my god, does Bloodborne look good. It's kind of a Dark Souls successor, different atmosphere, looks incredible. Cannot wait for that game. And while I still hate the fact that these are exclusives, because let's be honest, exclusives are terrible for consumers. I want them to be on all of the systems. The fact that I now have a PlayStation, and I know that it's kind of just one of the things that comes with the territory with the PlayStation market, or with the consoles in general, I just love the fact that I'm now going to be able to play these amazing games that I never had access to. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's video. I just wanted to share my progress and my story in learning how to use a controller. I thought you guys might get a kick out of that because I've been a PC gamer forever now. And while this does not mean that I'm going to be giving up PC gaming, like you cannot take away my mouse and keyboard. That's my baby. It was just it's been a nice change of pace. I've been having a lot of fun, and so I hope you guys enjoyed. But until tomorrow, have a good one and take it easy.